Yeah. What's happening, my freaky friends? This Cracker coming at you. No dish, Cracker sauce. Today we can talk about the Wendy app. We're talking about how we got there in the first place. We're talking about Mr. Louis Fry Richardson. This guy was a freak of freaks. He was a physician, a pacifist, a mathematician, a meteorologist. This guy tried to solve wars with math. I mean, this guy was busy. I'm just trying to chill, man. But hey, we all got our thing, you know what I mean? We're very thankful for him. He was the first one to come up with mathematical ways to make forecasts. He did this over 2 points of Europe. The problem was it would take him 6 weeks to make a 24-hour forecast doing all of his math by hand. So it failed miserably. However, his formulas are still used in all the models today. He has a beautiful writing about it. I'm going to post it right here about fantasizing about in the future having just a room full of these mathematicians making these forecasts. Back then they called these mathematicians computers because they didn't have a modern day computer. Pretty funny. Fast forward to 1950. And his dream came true with the innovation of this, the ENIAC computer. It's the first supercomputer. And one of the things they plugged into it was his formulas for forecasting. And it was successful. They were able to finally make a 24-hour forecast in 24 hours. So it was much more efficient. It was the beginning of these modern day, these models. He died in 1953. So luckily he got to see the creation of this thing. And he was fired up. You know what I mean? So we asked, what is a forecast model? You know what I mean? Oh, not these kind of models. Oh, I like those models too. Come on now. All right, this is for the ladies. We got to have some boy models in there also, you know what I mean? Can't be all one way. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Anyways, a model is just a computer program that we feed data into, such as like the radar, observations, historical data, etc. And the computers create a forecast via all the algorithms and formulas in there. Some models are made of multiple models. So as simple as that, just a computer program, you know what I mean? Now in 2018, we're going fast forwarding all the way to current, a brilliant sport enthusiast. I think he actually made this a few years ago. But anyways, we're in 2018 right now, so that's what I'll say. No, man, bring it up. Yeah, that's right. He made this brilliant app called Wendy. And no longer we have to do this like Louis Fry Richardson of yesteryear. We don't have to put all the SKUTs out on a piece of paper. We don't have to read through all the jarble that we call weather and try to paint a picture of whether we're going to need our little wang or our normal wang or our big wang. You know what I'm saying? P.S. I kind of also think that this is Little Wang right here. But I kind of think he looks like a little Asian baby Jesus. What do you think? You know what I'm saying? Oh, come on, Cracker, get back to it. Come on, Big D, where you at? Oh, man, a little off the point. Let's get right down to that Wendy. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. Yeah, so here we go. This is that beautiful Wendy app. This little red button right here. You can get to on any phone, mobile platform. You can get to on your computer, wendy.com. Simple as that. You open it up and, oh, look at that beautiful interface. You know what I'm saying? Just absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, in love with this app. It's very, very easy to use. Use your two-finger pinch to resize however you want. You can use one finger to drag it around. Super simple. The very, very bottom, you got your information bar for whatever we're showing. We're showing the wind right now. So it's color-coded, and you got the numbers. You got your timeline, where you could either slide around to view days out, or you could hit play just to watch it scroll through, which is kind of cool. I'll show you that in a minute. At the bottom, we got your ellipsis, this little hamburger stack. And that's going to bring up some of your settings. So down at the bottom, you got your settings of you can put in miles per hour, your Celsius, your Fahrenheit. You got advanced settings that you can also set. Lots to do there. Let's get back to the ellipsis. There's other things in this part. The Find My Location at the top, I think this should be on the home screen, but it'll zoom into exactly where you're at. Pretty cool. You can also, another cool one is look at the reported wind. So if you click reported wind and get out of there and zoom in on your zone, you can see all the weather stations in that area where they and the wind they're reporting.
Hi, my name is Stormy Frantz, and I will be doing the weather today for Havana, Cuba. Today looks like it's going to be a little wet. It's going to be long, hard, very pounding. It's probably going to keep you up tonight. So, just a heads up. Yeah, rain pounds when it's really hard.
So this is pretty cool. It doesn't have our Lacumbra one, our good one on there, I don't think yet, but hopefully someday. Anyways, you can check that out. Very cool. I like to keep it on my favorites, keep it kind of clean, which I don't have anything on there. Also notice there's paragliding spots, kiting spots, webcams. You can view all kinds of stuff, see where they're at, click right on them and check it out. Beautiful, beautiful way to check these things out. You know what I'm saying? So let's get to the power of the app. This wind up at the top, right below the wind button, you'll see ECMWF. That's the model it's using. MCMWF is a tongue twister there, you know what I mean? Ow! But anyways, that is a paid-for commercial model, and Windy subscribes to this, which not many do, and I think it's one of the best models out there, and a lot of people will agree, simply because it's a non-hydrostatic model, meaning that it uses altitude to create its forecast, as opposed to like the NAM, the GFS, which use which are non-hydrostatic, and they use pressure and isobars, which doesn't take in and affect topography as well. So they're better on a bigger picture, but micro areas where mountains come in play, buildings, topography, valleys, valleys, kinds of restrictions like that. ECMWF does it's probably one of the best ones out there. It does an amazing job. So we click on the wind button. What's cool about this is you could toggle between the NAM, the ECMWF, and the GFS just to see the differences for whatever features you're looking at. So you could toggle through them, check it all out. The altitude is the brilliant part on here, I think. So let's go to ECMWF. We can check at the 2,000 foot rate, say. We could check the 3,000, which is very handy for our area. And we could check at the 5,000 foot, 64, all the way up. So you can check exactly what's happening. So look, Friday, 12 p.m. at 5,000 feet, it's saying that it's going to be some light north wind today. We could scroll through this thing. Gets more north. We can watch this pattern and cruise all the way around. You could zoom way out. Check out what's happening. It's pretty cool to watch our eddy that forms around Point Conception all the time. Today, not so much of an eddy, but you'll see it'll really swirl right in our zone, creating its own little micro onshore flow, even though it's just an eddy from the predominant northwest. Pretty cool to see. So if we go back to the wind, and you can toggle at those altitudes between the different models, then most all the models will do it in a grid system. So like a 5-kilometer grid, 9-kilometer grid, 22-kilometer grid. And so that's how they do it. The MCMWF updates its forecast twice a day. Most others, like GFS, which is a global one, does it 4 times a day. NAM is a more of a regional North America one. Anyways, let's get more to the power of this app. Look at these. So you have your quick look. It could show up here on the fly. Beautiful thing. So you can look at where the rain is, the different temperatures. The clouds is really cool for around here. Let's check that out for a second. So like at 2 p.m. we see the clouds clearing. Let's scroll back to like 7 a.m. It was cloudy. You could zoom really far in and see exactly, look at that, it's right on the coast, right up to our mountains. And then as the day goes on, you can watch the fog or whatever disappear. And what you can also break it down by high clouds, medium clouds, low clouds, fog. Amazing. I don't know how they do that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Anyways, you can look at the waves, how the waves are going. Dave, you want to go out for a surf instead of flying? Different swell occurrence. A lot of these will be embedded under this. So if you go to more layers, you can put more of these in your quick look. So that he also organizes them by flying sports, water sports, ski sports. Absolutely brilliant. So I like to look at the pressure. It's kind of interesting, I think. So we can look at the different pressure zones. Let's add that to our quick look, and then we'll turn it on. So pressure's right here. Sometimes they're buried under other things. So if you turn one on, look under other parts. So we can look at the pressure. You can zoom way out just to see how all these lows and highs affect the wind. I mean, just gorgeous. You know what I'm saying? Just beautiful. And that's Windy in a nutshell. I mean, you never know. You gotta get out there and go jump off something to really figure it out. But it ain't gonna hurt nothing to have a little weather in the back. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta lay out all the QTs. You can basically put all this together. You can zoom into Ojai, see what time the winds switch in there. It's been really good for predicting the blocks, I think, when we have our big post-frontal days. You can see what time it's predicted to go upriver in Santa Clara River if you're going to go all the way Magic Mountain and beyond. You can see where the convergences line up, where these winds are going to meet. I mean, it's just gorgeous. But you still got to get out there and jump off some, you know what I mean? You're stuck on your computer all day. Get out and have some fun, baby. You know what I'm saying? It's a cracker signing off.